Field of Glory 2 Medieval presents the Battle of Hastings. The future of England will be decided. Friday 19th at 5 p.m. with Lionheart X10 and Professor Ryan Lavelle, only on twitch.tv/LionheartX10.
Welcome, if you're watching this export on YouTube. We're taking an early access first look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval, which is out on the 4th of February. If you want to pick it up and save a total of 15%, check out the link to Games Planet in the description, or if you're on Twitch, !medieval. Just use the code FOGME, all one word, for a total of 15% off. So let's dive into a campaign and take a look at these awesome turn-based medieval battles. Let's go through the Angevin Empire, I think. So we'll play at the Knight difficulty. You've got Sergeant there, Knight, you've got Baron, Duke, Prince, and King. I've only played on Knight so far, so let's see how that goes. What's this? Remains static. Oh, progressive. Scales up. Oh. Yeah, let's play progressive. That's cool. So we'll start at Knight and see how much harder it gets. Cool. Let's create this campaign. Offer battle. Choice 1. Okay, so we're in 1149. In 1120, William Adelin, the only legitimate son of King Henry I of England, was drowned in a shipwreck. Henry's naming of his daughter, Empress Matilda, as his successor was unpopular, and on his death in 1135, his nephew Stephen of Blois seized the throne. There followed 18 years of civil war between the supporters of Stephen and Matilda. It is now 1149. Matilda's husband, Duke Geoffrey of Anjou, has conquered Normandy, but in England, neither side has achieved victory. Matilda has returned to Normandy, leaving her 16-year-old son, Henry Fitz-Empress, to carry on the fight. He has formed a northern alliance with Earl Ranulph of Chester and the Scots King David I. Together, they are marching on York, but King Stephen is advancing to repel the invasion. Choice 1, offer battle. Here we go. Anglo-Normans facing Anglo-Normans. Objective, we must rout at least 40% of the enemy troops and 25% more than I've lost, or we can win by routing a total of 60% of their troops. We have a total of 24 turns to win. The enemy are offering open battle. Cool. So this is our force selection, so we'll zoom out and take a look at the map. We can also, I think there is like an... oh yeah, here we go. Top-down view. So we can see my position here. We can see the enemy front line over there. We've got this stream all the way through the middle, but there are some glorious hills. So if we can rush that high ground, that is going to be very useful, because there's all sorts of bonuses with terrain. I mean, we can hold down control and see what the benefit is. For most bits, we can see the height. So rough terrain basically hinders your medium and your heavily armored troops. Your light troops can perform fairly well in that. Marshland and stuff like that benefits archers and skirmishers, and forests obviously give extra cover from missile troops. There's a nice little hill up here. Obviously, units trying to charge up a hill to us are going to get smacked down. So there's a open ground light hill there, and then a big old hill up here. So we're just going to want to rush to take that hill. They've also got a hill the other side, actually. So it's going to be battling it out alongside this stream. Not open. I think, actually, in the settings, I can detail close battle... Oh, tooltips detailed. Here we go. Close combat reports. Let's have simple. Don't know if that will give me any more information on this. I think it's just for units. Anyway, we're on our force selection. So it's kind of a point system. So it's kind of almost like Warhammer in this regard, where you can spend points on stuff. You can see what your best stuff is. So if we switch sort by quality, we can see our knights and sergeants at the top here are our best ones. We've already got some raw spearmen, Scottish spears, raw spearmen, Scottish spears. Yeah, we're holding along that. Spearmen and Norwegian foot. Okay, so they are. Have a look at them. They are clansmen. Warrior troop type. They are impact foot, so they're good on the charge, smashing through enemy lines. Right, so what have we got here? Raw spearmen defensive. What are Scottish? Ooh, Scottish spearmen, are they better? They've got 360 men in that one compared to the regular. There's 240. Are they? Let's have a look. We've got some Scottish spearmen here. Let's take a look at this. That's 363 offensive spearmen. Okay, so they're charge. The Skiltron of Scottish spearmen. Undrilled heavy foot. And we can see their impact, what they'll do. And then we've got the raw. As we compare that to raw spearmen, troop quality is raw. Yeah, what was their troop quality actually? Average. Their armor protected. Compare that to, have we got? Oh yeah, defend these guys, regular ones. So these guys just have less. We're definitely gonna get some more Scottish spearmen. Then no, we can't. Damn, we're maxed out on that. Welsh spearmen. Welsh spearmen are decent. Let's get some Welsh spearmen. Let's definitely get some crossbows. Let's get some archers as well, because we've got that high ground to utilize. So we'll deploy them in a minute. Any good with cav in this game? Cavalry can be very devastating, so we definitely will want some more cavalry, because we've currently only got some knights and sergeants over there. The problem is, obviously, cavalry, you want to get round and flank the enemy. Although, ooh, I could deploy a load over here, cross the stream, and use that cover there. I definitely want more knights. Sergeants are they're cheaper. I might chuck in a couple of them because they can be useful. Have we got any missile cavalry bit? Oh, we can get dismounted knights and sergeants. Okay, did not see that we had all those to get. I'm actually going to get rid of the sergeants then and get a dismounted one because we need some heavy infantry to hold. We definitely need some heavy infantry to hold. We've got a lot of spears actually, so I'm thinking maybe we'll take off a Welsh spear unit and we'll just get another one of them. Good. Right. So all this cavalry, we can use them through the middle. We can use them through the middle, but it is, I mean, there's open ground here where we can get through, but ultimately, I think I'm going to try and have a few. It's going to take them a while to get through the forest, but this will be the long play. I think we'll put two of my knights over on the far left to go through the forest, cut across the stream, and then get behind the enemy front line. Get up and break them on the hill there, I think. Please add some questionable regional accents for the troops. Oh, a la Stronghold. We're off home. Ooh-ah. Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to put these guys over there because there's nice open ground they can go charging across. And then what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep the cavalry here in the center to move on up on the flanks of the hill. Just see if there's any gaps in the line. Right, these archers, we've got this hill we want to get to quickly and bombard the enemy from. And we also want some on this bit here. So I'm going to try and get these guys over here. Ideally, we kind of want the archers off on our flanks because otherwise if we have them in our main line, they'll get blocked. So we'll have them there and then we'll have these two. Where are they? Did I move too many? I don't have enough archers. I only get the 3 archers and the 1 crossbow. Let's just double check. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take just 2 there, have 2 in the middle, but we're actually going to swap these guys so they can move forward. Oh, we've already got archers up here. Oh, okay. They can deploy further forward. Interesting. Okay, well, since we've got that unit of archers there, we'll have them there. That's good. We'll have 2 over on that side. This will be released on the 4th of Feb. Dismounted knights and sergeants. Yeah, let's bring all of them forward. And then the Welsh spears and dismounted knights and sergeants. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have them in my center so we can absolutely crack and shatter the enemy line. We've actually got the Scottish spear, but yeah, actually let's have these guys flanking the archers. There we go. What I'll do is actually keep a unit of raw spearmen behind there. You guys are skirmishers for me and pop them there. That kind of secures my flanks. Honestly, don't know if this is going to be the best formation, but let's give it a go. Deployment mode, so we can drag we can drag stuff around now. There we go. Also, what's that? Oh, I can name the unit. Oh, that's cool. That's a good way for some interaction. First to die? Question mark. Oh dear. Got water over there as well. Rip. Have. There we go. Right, I've trolled myself enough there. I think that's fine. We need to deploy... Oh, I can form square. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. So they will form square, so if they get enveloped, that's good to know that they've got that ability. Guys, don't... Is it telling me where I've got my... I can move my generals. Yeah, I don't know where... Where is my general? He's here. Ah, right, okay. No, that's my sub... Is that my sub-gen? Here's my general. There we go. So Henry Fitz Empress, Commander-in-Chief. And so basically, he's a more powerful... He'll make his unit more powerful than regular Knights and Sergeants. But obviously, if he goes down, then there's a big morale shock to everyone. And we've got a sub-general here, which I'm actually going to... Can I not transfer that? Different command. Right. So he's got to be an infantry commander. Well, then I guess he should be knights then. Dismounted knights. So we'll have him over that way. Oh, and we've got another one over here. Another sub-general. Turstin. Cool. And we've got another one over here. Yeah, that's actually nicely spread with my generals. They should work there. Horse won't do well in the forest, but I'm keeping them here to be hidden so we can get behind the enemy line. That's what I'm trying to do. So let's end the turn. We can see the enemy force now. We can see where they've deployed. And move that whole command forward. We can see some archers over there. We're up on some raised ground here. Yeah, I'm just hiding them so that we can then push forward. But obviously they will... They won't perform well if they get attacked in there, but hopefully they won't get spotted. I don't want to move that whole command forward. Not yet, anyway. This is going to move all of them forward in one go. There we go. So I don't need to move them manually. And we'll keep... Yeah, we'll keep the cavalry moving forward to support for now. That was a nice, easy turn because they could all move forward without disrupting stuff. Then we'll break up our archers, get them along the front of the hill. I mean, they might just stay there. They may not move towards us. I mean, if that's the case, the danger point is if we cross this stream. I haven't played Tabletop Simulator for a while. My only experience with Tabletop Simulator is using it to play some Warhammer. So move the cavalry up over here. I'm not going to move that whole formation. I'm going to move them individually. Yeah, we'll leave space behind. Well, not necessarily. It depends if you want to give your troops room to kind of pull back through. Or if you want to... I mean, having a unit behind these guys here, if these guys then melt, I can instantly hit them from this way. Actually, to be fair, what it would be is actually... I want these guys facing this way for these guys to then be pushed back that way and then hit them with the flank. No, it's still play by email. I kind of don't know why they don't look to add in a persistent multiplayer mode as well as play by email so that you can just sit there and take your turns one after another. I think in a way it's kind of, I don't know, it's the way Field of Glory is. Almost in design, which isn't always ideal. There's archers forward, so yeah, we definitely can't. I wonder if moving into the stream we could tempt these guys to come bait for them for this archer. They have it in Panzer Corps. Yeah, they do in Panzer Corps too. It is something I'd like to see them do. Just because it's a lot of fun to play multiplayer in this against someone. I've been doing it this week, but we did play same at sort of the same time, but one of us just had to kind of just, you know, watch a YouTube video for 5 minutes while they all play their turn. But yeah, otherwise it uses a play by email system. Hey Paolo, how you doing? Right. Yeah, do I want to sacrifice this archer unit to try and get... first, I did call it first to die, though, so we'll send it into the stream, which is a terrible, terrible idea. But I don't know how these guys are going to react. The first sacrificial offering has been made. I don't know if they're just going to hold their ground and wait for me to come to them, which I think they are. So they're gonna wait for me to open battle here, which is fine. I mean, they have some nice position here. I'm kind of surprised they're not moving forward to grab the high ground. Although I am going to absolutely destroy these archers over here. I'm bringing my cavalry down here. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'm going to move them up this way, and then I can turn them to face there. So we're going to get some charges ready. We want to ideally get around them to flank them a bit more. But this can work. I'm just gonna see if I can tease them to me. Come on. So we're doing a teeny tiny little bit of damage. Welcome to first stream, Black Blot. How you doing? In the meantime, we will just move the rest of this whole glorious formation forward. Although, actually, I'm going to move you guys separately because they're going to be up on a hill, which is going to be amazing. They're out of shooting range, though, unfortunately. Come on. Take the bait. Yeah, move you over there. Cross the stream. And move you there. Oh, that's... You went a wiggly way there, didn't you? I think it's because to get out there. You know what? I'll be even riskier and send the cavalry that way just to get as much advance as I can. Oh, now they won't all move in formation. That's fine. So we'll move up. We've got crossbowmen here. So actually, I'm going to send you guys over here. And then you guys to fill that spot. And then everyone else, we're going to spread out wider by one. To create a nice solid front line. Not there. Good thing there is a undo button. Cav charging down the hill like at Helm's Deep. Yeah. That'd actually be kind of cool. A Field of Glory like fantasy doing Lord of the Rings stuff. I wonder actually what's the modding capability like of this? But that could be really cool. Right, so they're in Marsh now, which is not going to be great for them, I don't think. They don't want to be in there. Marshland's best for... here we go. Disorders, Mounted Elephant, Heavyfoot. Severely Disorders, Heavily Armoured. These guys aren't... Oh, no, they are Heavyfoot. So, yeah, they don't want to be in there. We want to get them out. That's fine. We'll get them out next turn. Move my cavalry up. Again, just kind of keeping a little bit of a gap just for if the enemy breaks through, we can get some charges going. A scream of death as you go charging down the hill. That's what I'm going to do to these archers in a minute. But we're going to see if the enemy's going to react. But I don't know if they're... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. They're coming forward to attack us on the hill. So, actually, first to die. This has worked. Oh, they're facing the charge now. It's going to protect them a little bit, but... That's going to hurt. In fact, actually, I want to change the... tooltips to simple, actually. That's just a much clearer. Here we go for win. We are going to absolutely demolish these archers. They will evade, but we're now going to push them out of line into these guys as well. Bye-bye. Right, they do have knights over here. And actually, they've got their sub-general there. We might even be able to press their flank. That's okay. That's okay. I think I'll play... Oh, I'll definitely be playing mods for CK, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Haven't managed to lure these guys forward yet. And what I might do is push forward with the archers and then pull back if we draw them across like these guys. So here we're going to do a fair bit of damage because we're up on the hill. Turn my archers to fire for a maximum volley. They've held firm, so there was a morale check on them, basically. What I'm going to do is... I could go in there, but the stream... I don't know if it's got any penalty to us, actually. I could go up that way, but... Yeah, no, let's go over here. I'll need to turn around to get them next turn, actually. So actually, turn. No, I'll move in, actually. I'll move in. Bring this cavalry up this way. And then, with all of you guys, I will move the crossbows across. And the other archers. Not that way, though. Over this way. Oh, we can hit these guys. Nice. Yeah, so the archers that we drove away from the right flank are now going to get caught up in the center here. And for the moment, I'm just going to turn my line to face forward. And just hold back. And just have a little skirmish phase of the battle. These guys have got a square formation, which would be really cool to see if the enemy cav comes charging on out. I might actually just swing these knights over here in case we need some support against the enemy knights. But we'll leave Henry. In fact, we'll pop him up on the hill here. I might push forward with the Glaswegian foot because they've got I think they've got a shooting none. Oh, I thought they had like a little javelin to them. Do they not have a little javelin to them? Let's experiment. Push forward with them and fill up the line with the defensive spearmen. So we've got everyone else wanting to move, but we'll just wait. Here we go. They're coming. They're coming. So we're probably going to want to pull some of those archers back. What I might do is actually sacrifice these guys to delay them down here and wait for them to advance close to my line. Because even if they don't continue advancing, we'll be able to shoot them. Right. Okay. Okay, we possibly... I can charge into them, but we're going to get outnumbered by their knights and sergeants. It is probably better for me to try and retreat, but this one's a little bit stuck. So we might just want to get stuck in, actually. The problem is this one is... when you're close to an enemy unit, they have a zone of control, so these guys are locked in by them. I can turn to face them. That's why I was bringing this cavalry unit over to help. I might even need to actually detach off some spears. I've got some spare raw spearmen here that I was using. I might even charge on in and get stuck in here and see how this goes. This one can try and pull back, yeah. But then it is going to get rear charged. Oh, unless I... Ooh, okay. Now I'm going to try and fall back. It will have a cohesion test, so they may break. No, they've held firm. So we are still going to be susceptible to a flank here, but we've now protected that unit by kind of falling back and covering it. So let's move on over with this one. And I'm actually going to dispatch some spears as well to help support. And we'll move these guys into the main line formation. So, yeah, the problem with withdrawing is obviously you have a, or falling back, you have a cohesion, like, dice roll, basically, to see if you'll hold. So I'm going to actually do a starting volley here down on the ground, because if the enemy hits these guys, I can always move in to try and support. Just for at least one more turn, I think. Right, the knights can knock these guys away. But let's make it a bit better for them by getting the archers to fire first. Because then they'll be disrupted. Which is like the first phase of a morale break. You have disrupted, then you have fragmented, which is red, but those guys are properly gone. So we could try and charge up there, but then we'll come up against dismounted knights and sergeants. So we don't want to do that. We want to get my cavalry around and flank the enemy once they're kind of moving up this way. My left flank is fairly exposed in terms of infantry. We may have to look to shuffle some units over. Because we've just got the archers and the cavalry. So these guys... If I move in there, this unit's going to get trapped in zone of control, so it won't be able to pull back. As much as I want to finish off those archers, although they're already broken. Charging into those guys. Not the best idea yet. I really want, part of me is just like, do it. I could actually pull back to the hill and see how these guys advance. So I think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, I'll move them up there. We'll look at the battle line here. So it looks pretty cool. The models are really nice looking as well. Very nice. Right, so we've still got some spears here, but we don't want to come off the hill if these guys are going to keep coming towards us. I don't want to move them much further. I kind of want to get these guys shuffling along a bit. So I'm going to turn them to face that way. Other than that, I think that's my turn. Those guys have gone. They've dispersed. Right, they've chased my archers because they're light troops. They've got a chance to evade. So that's good because they are now downhill from my troops on the open ground and in a stream. How's medieval bloodshed? It's kicking off. And so far, okay, my cavalry gets charged here. They knocked them back. GG. Look at that. So our unit 1, enemy casualties 11, our casualties 2. Oh, they held. And they weren't fully facing them, so that my troops were at a disadvantage there. That went well. I got a good dice roll, clearly. I got lucky. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground, yeah. Very much so. Right there. Troops now firing at me, but they're coming across onto the high ground there, so I can fire. Right, they're knights. Oh, that's their sub-general there. Yeah, they're sort of doing what I was expecting. I could charge on in, but it is a bit dangerous. I probably actually should have sent this one across the river, because by pulling him back, I can't support this one, which leaves it in a bit of a sticky situation. I'm going to have to pull him back. They're holding firm. I'm going to have to move you guys across the river, which will probably get charged here, but then I can follow up with these guys. And we're going to harass the raw spearmen on the flank. Raw spearmen aren't particularly great, so we want to try and melt them. And it's better with your archers to focus, if you can, on 1 or 2 targets rather than trying to spread it. So we can actually fire at these guys right in front of us, or I can try and pull back. Yeah, charging down on the raw spearmen with my Scottish spearmen will be absolutely devastating. So that's what we're going to do. We're still on a hill as well. The result was indecisive, though. What we can do is hit them from multiple sides, though, with supporting troops. So we'll send in the dismounted knights and sergeants. Oh, that was a big damage, but they got pushed back. So this unit now follows into its place, which is why you want to keep some units back to then plug the gaps. You guys turn around and fire a volley, the raw spearmen. We'll wait for them to press the attack again on these guys. We'll keep my cavalry free over here, ready to charge on in if needed. We can fire point blank on them if we want to. Got these guys across the river. I am going to hold here, though. Yeah, hold with you guys as well. I'm going to move that unit over there. I might move these guys up just to secure that flank there. I'm really wondering if I should pull back. No, I'm going to fire. I'm going to fire into these guys. It's going to be good damage with the crossbows. Good damage. So I'm going to leave those guys at the back. That's fine. Right, we got super lucky with our cavalry. I can turn and face. I'm going to turn and face forward. You guys are going to move that way, and you guys are going to turn to face that way. And we're going to advance with my spears through the trees. The Welsh spearmen getting in there, ready to start engaging that cavalry and keep that tied up. I'm actually going to advance with these guys down the hill a little bit to try and cut off their right. I'm going to move forward with you guys as well. That looks good to me, actually. Oh, who have we got that can fire? Oh, these archers here. Right. Who have we already been? I think we've been firing on these guys already. Yeah, they've lost 10, so let's turn and fire on them. Volley! Just soften them up before they meet the rest of my troops. Just pressing tab to go through the rest of my line. See if there's anyone else we want to move. There isn't. Let's end the turn. Hey, J. Peckham. Northern Firefight, how you doing? And achievement Dracoon. Oh, no, sorry, not achievement. Achieved Raccoon. What has the Raccoon achieved? Enemy units fall back. Noise. So they tried to attack my crossbows, and actually their morale didn't hold, so they got pushed back. Close combat continues next turn, indecisive. So they've engaged my archers, and both have held. They've now charged in with a spearman against my crossbows. And it's indecisive. No one's broken either side. No one's pulled back. So the melee begins. The melee begins. Let the blood flow. It's gonna get messy. Very messy. Oh, they're charging with their cavalry, but I was prepared this time. Oh, no. I also realized why that cavalry unit survived last turn. It's because that's one of our sub-generals. So that's why he was much better. So, right, they're now all diving on into my sub-general there, who their morale is starting to break. They've gone down to disrupted. So basically, more charges on them now will lead them to either completely break or fragment. So they're going in for another charge, but thankfully, the cohesion has held. So this is why we want to bring this cavalry round to help them out as soon as possible, because that sub-general is only going to last a certain amount of time. Been a while, nice to watch content. Awesome, welcome. Welcome, Keeps. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. Get it. I need a spear, yeah. The closest thing I've got is Gandalf's staff. Right, it is... The battle lines are well and truly drawn now. It is a mess as well. That is not a good charge for me. That is also not a good charge for me. I really should... I've got to just keep falling back for opportune firing moments. I mean, here, I'm just going to try and rinse the raw spearmen. We've got a wonderful position on this. They're now disrupted. I'm going to try and fall back. They've held firm. I feel like I might have to give this... I did call this cavalry unit Rip Cav. Yeah, it's like turn-based Total War. It's is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Field of Glory 2, which is a Roman-themed game. Field of Glory 2 Medieval, obviously, is a medieval version, but with updated models, graphics, and things like that. It's very satisfying to play. Right, yeah, we're good on our impact. We're not good in prolonged combat, but let's get the charge while they're in the stream. Oh, we fragment them straight away and push them back. Huzzah! Or in fact, hurrah! That was amazing. Okay, we are going to push on down into the stream with these guys to support and lock them in. So these guys are dismounted knights. So I'm going to turn. I don't want to do the charge. I want to hold with those spearmen. I can lead a charge there, but that's not ideal. We're just going to move forward and wait. Crossbows, yeah, they're engaged in melee and I can't get them out now. Unless we can break through the center here. Come on. Oh, they held firm despite the damage they took. Wow. Okay, yeah, they're stuck in there. I can't get a charge in there because I don't have enough action points. And once a unit's engaged in close combat, you can't fire missiles onto them because friendly fire. These guys over there, though, are susceptible. But we want to focus on someone that's already been hit, really. So enemy archers over there. Or there is enemy cavalry. No. Let's go for the enemy archers. Right. We're going to try and save the archers here by sending these guys in for a charge. It's not a flanking charge because we haven't got enough of an angle on it. Big damage. They're fragmented. We move these guys over here to cover and we move this lot into the stream. I'm keeping Henry here because if a gap opens up where he can charge on through, it will be devastating. It will be devastating. There's no gaps for these spearmen to move into. We'll leave my crossbows there, just holding for now. I could risk moving the dismounted knights and sergeants in. because that would actually, that's zone of red is zone of control. Like I'll instantly be locked in there, but then they'll charge me. So I'm gonna wait a turn there, I think. Right, the cavalry. Here we go. We can do some charges here to break these guys, get them off my sub general Turstin. Can also try and engage these guys with the spears. Can't engage that one because we're blocked off by that. So let's charge forward. Try and knock their cavalry back. And we take a few losses. I can't do anything here, but I will turn my spears just to watch the knights there. You've got a better charge. In you go. We're not getting flanking charges at the moment, but if we move, let's move over here. We can probably attack next turn. Sub-commander is in trouble, but I'm just going to have to leave him there. We don't do an attack with him, because otherwise that's going to probably lead him to being broken. So you don't have to attack with all your units every single turn. You can just leave them where they are to try and save them a bit. Yeah, see, my subject commander over there has fragmented. Have they held, though? No, they've broken. And they're now going to be pursued by the enemy cavalry, which, because we just had that break... Oh, combat log. What did I press to bring that up? Oh, ooh, C does that, does it? How do I close the combat log? F1. F1, close the combat log. Toggle command range display. Combat log, C. There we go. I'll take a look at all those. It looks like some really cool stuff over there. But yeah, because they charged on through, the units around them had a cohesion test, basically, to see if they would steady themselves or whether they too would potentially break because they'd seen their sub commander break as well. Hey, Lorix, how you doing? Right, so they're going in for the charges. So I'm kind of purposefully allowing some of my units to be charged so that I can get a better counter charge either on the enemy's flank or because they're already engaged, it means that they'll be more susceptible to additional attacks. But yeah, it's getting messy through the line. Thankfully, I've got a better line of infantry than they do. Right, they've now charged my archers up on the hill. Melee continues in the middle. All those crossbows just slap those spears away. They are disrupted as well. My spears hold. They're engaging my cavalry over on the left. That's why I pulled my cav back there. And it's fairly even over on the right. Oh, they broke. Yes! And we pursue. Oh, they all held firm, though. Oh, no, these guys are broken because of that. Because of these guys breaking through the line. Very nice. These guys are fragmented. They've broken as well. Oh, that's a huge turn for us. Yeah, standing and holding along that river has worked wonders for us. Now, Turstin is running for his life, and I don't blame him. He's been in a terrible place. Let's just press the attack on these guys. I'm going to turn so that we can do a rear charge on them, flanking charge on them next turn. And now we're in a really good position here to break the enemy further. I'm actually going to just press the attack with the crossbows. And then we're going to get these guys to just turn and support a charge in and see if we can fragment them. Yeah, they're fragmented. They're not broken, though. Can't get any charges in here, although if we bring my cavalry down here, next turn we could turn and go that way. Fire on those archers. And yeah, okay, we're going to push them back with the dismounted knights. It's a sub-general, so he's a bit more powerful. They're disrupted. They've fallen back. Beautiful. And I can now go into those archers as well. So that's what we're going to do with them. They're evade because they're light troops. The rest of the line is holding very nicely. These guys are going to get battered. In we go with dismounted knights. Fairly even. Oh, we can't hit them at an angle there. Okay, it's not looking good for our troops that side, which is a little bit frustrating. They've got the hill, they've got the high ground there. How are we doing here? We can knock them. Should be able to knock them back. Yes, fragmented, big damage. They're falling back, and we're now going to shoot them to bits. Ollie! Will they stand or will they break? No, they'll stand. Now that they're engaged, I can set up my cavalry charge. But ultimately, to make this cavalry charge the best possible, we probably want to try and do a flank charge. Oh, I didn't realize they'd got all of these here. So we've got King Stefan at the back there, bringing more cavalry on over. I'm going to move here. And yeah, I'm actually going to press the attack from here. We don't get a flank. But we've got them engaged. Can't really afford to move in there yet. Same with these guys. We need to keep them back until they are engaged. I will move these guys over, though. Just those units left to move. Nothing I want to do with any of them. The enemy's taken 15% casualties so far to our 4%, so we're doing well there. Have another turn. Hey, Casarella, how you doing? So we are holding over on the right. Good. On the left, ooh, the cavalry. Oh, they held firm so that their cohesion didn't break, but they decided they were able to fall back, knocked away, which actually sets them up for a good flanking charge on that other cavalry unit now. Melee continues in the middle. Ooh, my archers got disrupted. That's why we've got spears in that secondary line, though. Just hit them from the angles. These guys health and they push back. That's fine, because again, we've kept units back in reserve to plug the gaps when the enemy pushes through. Unless they follow up with that and plug the gap themselves. Clever. But we still have plenty more troops that we can turn. They're bringing up some more archers. That's fine. Our troops on the hill will break them. They're now swarming my poor cavalry on the left, though. We do not have enough cavalry support over there to break them. So we're going to have to see if we can wrap them, roll them up in the middle, so that their cavalry on the left means nothing, basically. So what do people think so far of the game? Do you like it? Is this something that appeals to you? What do you reckon? Honestly, I've been playing a invitational tournament over the last couple of days with some other content creators on this. And my days, it's been bloody addictive. We've been playing the multiplayer system works where you take a turn and then it pings over to the other player via the kind of play by email system that Slytherin use for this game. And I've honestly just been refreshing my inbox to see when I get the notification saying that it's my next turn is ready. And so I've started doing some of these campaigns as well. It's a really satisfying game. Obviously, if you're playing single player, you don't have to wait because the turns are just sequential. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. As long as you're really looking forward to noise. That's good. Yeah, it's very detailed in terms of, you know, your units, how you use them, their facing, your morale, the type of terrain you're on. Yeah, the graphics, I think, have been given a kind of an uplift. I feel everything looks like a bit clearer, a bit sharper. Like, they've still stuck with the kind of Field of Glory art style and aesthetic, but I like that. It's very nice and clear to see what's going on in terms of the terrain, the environments, and the units. Hey, Fuzzy Joe. Hey, Hugster. Yes, this is on Steam. You'll be able to, if you want to support the channel at the same time, you can actually wishlist it from Games Planet. And when it does release, I don't know if they're going to be pre-orders. I have asked Games Planet, and they're going to find out. If it's going to be able to pre-ordered, it'll probably be in the next few days. If not, on release, if you go to the link that's in the Twitch chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description, and use the code FOGME, all one word, FOGME, you'll save a total of 15% off the game. But if you want to wishlist it right now on Games Planet, just type !medieval into the Twitch chat, and then you'll get notified when it's available. Anyway, it's our next turn. We are going to be able to do a devastating flank charge here. When you have a flanking charge, you're guaranteed to drop the enemy's cohesion 1 level. So they're instantly disrupted. And obviously, by fighting combat, there's a chance it can drop further. But here, we're going to follow on up with these guys and hit them again. They have held firm, so they haven't dropped any further, which is actually fairly impressive. I'm going to try and push these... are they archers back there? Yeah, enemy archers. They fragmented. Right, we've done the charges there. We can't attack... We've just broken those archers. That's what we've done. I can't attack over there. Can you guys move on in? You can. Get stuck in, lads. Crack that, Cav. Turn and face them. You can't move because you're being harassed here. We can fire some shots in, so volley! Volley! Why can't I? Oh, we need to break. I need to break through here. Forward! Charge! Crack their line. Yes! Boom! And now these guys are going to get disrupted as well. And now I can charge in and crack their faces. In we go! To glory! You have every sharp book and met Bernard Cornwall. Oh no, that's amazing, Pangles. I've got all the books somewhere. I've got all of his sharp books. I don't have any of the... I really want to get more of the Last Kingdom series. Escapes me what that one's called, the saga title for that. Lockdown hits us all differently. Some people might want only Lion fans. Others are happy with a good old staff waggle. Maybe that should just be my... That should be my OnlyFans. I just stand there, fully clothed, but waggling the sword, and then the staff, and then the axe, and charge you all $20 a month for the privilege. No. You can tell Lionheart's not playing because the Cav's actually alive. No, it's me. I'm doing good today. Right, we're going to keep attacking these guys because units are broken all round, so the morale is going to drop like crazy. Yeah, cohesion's fragmenting. You would buy that, some sword waggling. Well, I'll have to set it up then. Might get sued for false advertising if marketers sword waggle. I mean, surely not, because I'm actually sitting there waggling a sword. And the title is Sword Waggle. I mean, you don't have to post nude content on OnlyFans, right? You just have to post the content that you advertise, right? I guess. Yes. I can't get me charged because I'm trapped by these buggers. Ah, nuts. What does square do? Does it tell me? Let's form square, because why not? I'm assuming it just gives us a defense buff. Does it tell me on them thing here? No, don't actually know. You can set up an OnlyFans with pictures of desk fans. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good. Right, I'm going to push forward with the cavalry here to go after those archers. And I'm going to move in with these spears here to trap them so they can't go anywhere. Still can't do anything over there. Then I'm going to be hit. Okay, I'm going to pull back here. I don't think they can get across. X takes us up to this big wide shot of the battle, which is pretty cool, actually. I'm just take a look at the other ones here. Casualties is K. Oh, toggle line of sight. Here we go. No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No. Hey, Alex, how you doing, dude? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to charge these guys. Yes, we did some good damage. They did hold firm. I'm still going to hold here with these guys. All right, send me turn. Overview is a bit too far away. Yeah, I'm not sure what that... Actually, if we look at this, what's X actually meant? What's it assigned to? X is toggle map overview. The top-down view is pretty good. They've held firm just. My Galwegian foot. Hey Dave, how you doing? That's fine. We've only taken 4% casualties so far, and we've dished out 31. So we just need to get them to 40%, and we'll have won with this ratio. They're just starting to throw all their knights into that left flank where I'm going to struggle. So we need to roll things up in the center, which we are starting to do, thankfully. I'm going to need a bigger castle. There's so many here now. Also, moving down the scene. So we don't cover up the knights. There we go. Yeah, we've had a few subs today, and then Umbuska dropped 50. So the castle is getting full, my lord. Right, these guys are going to get flanked again, and bye-bye. That's a break. We pursue as well. These guys get disrupted and get charged in the rear. Oh, it's a straight break. It's beautiful. The carnage. Lionheart winning with cavalry. What's going on? Oh, they've got some mounted cross... No, they're sergeant. I thought they were mounted crossbows for a minute. Right, you're going to get wrecked. Bye-bye. Cavalry meet spears. Spears meet cav. Die. Charge impact's no good, but the actual melee is solid. Ah, they still hold, though, you little boogers. In we go. Charge. It's a flank attack. Yes! Because they were facing the other way. They are still ruddy holding, though. Credit where credit's due. Right. These guys are still holding, but we can push these guys back. I hope. Right, crossbows. Can I fire into this lot? Yes. Holler! Hit these guys in the backside as they run. 46. So I think we'll have done it now. Yeah, charge these guys. I was waiting for the raw spearmen to move on in, then throw in my defensive spearmen. We're disrupting them. Try and move in there. I'm going to move on up so that hopefully they can engage them and then we can charge on in. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull you guys up over that way. You guys go forward. Cavalry, you are going to munch the archers for breakfast and make them run away. My lord, the castle is nearly full. The castle, my lord, is... the castle, my lord, needs expanding. Let's expand the castle at once, my lord. Those sound great, Alex. Could we also have like a really kind of almost like downtrodden-y peasant one that's like, my lord, there's no space left in the castle. I need a new hovel. Or something like that. Channel your inner stronghold peasant. Or just, I guess, YouTube some stronghold peasant. Right, let's bombard these guys. I think it was the peasant. It was the peasants that said it. It was and the advisor. That's it. Yeah, the advisor's set to it. Right, I'm trying to rush into the woods. This is not going well for me on this side. I think I'm just going to leave you to die. And what I'm going to try and do is run away into the trees to get away, so that they can get tied up by the archers, and then I'll counter them. Yeah, we've shored up the levies, which is good. It's just them left. Their troops are running. I think Lion needs to let us bet on channel points on the big question, will Lion's cav survive? Oh, they fragmented. That's not good. Oh, it's fine. We got them in square. Yes, look at that. They charged the square and the square held. Beautiful. Yes, you get disrupted. I mean, their cavalry is destroying my cav, but it's in a way, it's kind of worked out nicely because it's drawn 5 units of cavalry to focus on 1 unit. That's not bad. I'll take that. And in the middle we're holding, as their bodies bloodied in the stream. That stream is definitely going to be flowing red today. Ah, those guys auto-break because of losses. They took too much damage. So our center is a little bit exposed. That's fine. We've got more troops. We're all going to be planned for this in our strategy. It's all good. Oh, that cavalry's auto broken yet because they've tried to go into melee or tried to get away and they've died. But the enemy has lost heart. We are victorious! Because we routed at least 40% of their troops. And we had 25% less casualties. We only lost 8% of our troop. Insane. The battle is won! Victory! So we can review the battlefield if we want to. Take a look at where everything was at the end. So they were faltering in the center. We'd got the right rolled up. It was basically their left. They were hammering me with the cavalry because I hadn't really protected that one much. But actually that worked in my favor. I purposely left one flank weak, and that's where they poured their cavalry, so they couldn't support their troops over on the right, and we rolled them up there and smashed them through the center and then charged across the stream. That was incredibly satisfying. Let's end the review so we can see the final losses there. So now after a battle, your units kind of stats and man count then get calculated to a total, because obviously you're playing with like individual pieces or smaller set pieces. So totals, our original strength was 5,573. We only lost 526. We lost 9%. The enemy had 4,792, and they lost 2,457. 51% of their force got absolutely wrecked.